go again with coffee and tea. Today we were studying in the book of John, chapter 3, and talking about the wind and the waves that I'm in at the moment. But the sea is actually very calm. It's just really windy out here in the middle of the Atlantic. So I've got my coffee and I'm enjoying myself out here on the lounge and thinking of how in John 3, where the Bible study was taught to us today, Nicodemus was asking Jesus about who Jesus really was and about being born again. Well, he used the words, how can a man be born again a second time? Could he be born out of his mother's belly a second time? And yet, Jesus had the words for him that were totally amazing, because he just said, hey, you're one of the teachers of the law, because he was a Pharisee. Or was he a Sadducee? You check it out. Anyway, he was a teacher of the law, and he didn't know who Jesus was, is what Jesus was saying to him. And I kind of feel when I read that it's like when my friend had asked me, when I had asked her a question about a dream I had with Jesus, that he wasn't there when I got to where he'd been, and I had asked her, what do you think it means? Because I was into what does a dream mean and all that. So anyway, I asked, and she said it sounded like I was missing something, and I said, well, like what? So brilliant. And I knew in my heart before I even asked her that, what it was that I was missing. And so then I said, I listened to her, and she said, well, like Jesus in your life. And I went, I'll think about that. Well, what she didn't know, but God did, is I needed that little nudge, because then I went back to my little New Testament and I started reading about Jesus. So that was like just the tip of the iceberg, falling into the sea of the pride that I held in my life of, I can't let anybody know that I'm interested in who this Jesus is. They're going to think I'm stupid. But it's not stupid to know Jesus. It's wisdom. And I want you to realize that the more that you can study in the Word, it's fantastic. But you need to pray, and you need to talk to God and get that communication going, because He will open the Word to you in a way that you've never read it before. If you take the time to pray and to read it through, and then think about what you're reading. Don't just read it for reading's sake, but read it to know God more. Think about how much it could change your life. And try that today. And we'll see you next time at Coffee and Tea.